Hello everybody, this is BeetleG. Welcome back to Hard West. Here we go. We're in the last chapter, I believe, and we got some puzzling to do. So, I have been absorbing all the information I could about the Evangelist's tomb. I was looking left and right, reading all the paragraphs, and then I went and looked it up because it was... I had no idea what was going on. But I think we'll get something cool out of this. We got emotion, and then we got recovery. Let's go! We figured it out. Letters formed a word. Oh. Is it the first letter? R-A-E-R. No, it's almost rear, but it's not quite. All right, we got some cards. That's excellent. And now we can go get the stash. This will help us for the final battle. I'm very excited. A bland, unmarked grave matched the direction decrypted from the Evangelist tomb inscriptions. Your long digging effort was rewarded with finding substantial material value. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff there. Okay. And let's go check out the wizard. We'll take a look at all this stuff that we got in a moment. Basically when we get into combat. Party came upon a circus tent set up incongruously in the middle of the Badlands. As you neared, you saw it surrounded by armed men wearing clown makeup. A sign read, "The Dazzling House of Peculiar and Strange. The previous travels of you told you this is the Algredo Mystics gang. Their leader, Wizard Algredo, had a reputation for making things and people disappear without a trace. The house offered all sorts of cheap entertainment." We have enough money. I think I'll watch the show. There was a knife throwing act. The woman bore numerous scars, and Ixnay Josh was missing a couple fingers. Still, his aim was unerring, despite his obvious affinity for strong liquor. I don't know what we get from just watching all of these. I'll watch another one. Falgrim the Technomage was a gentleman in a top hat presenting his perpetual motion device. In it, a ball traveled endlessly through a looping maze of funnels, drains, wheels, and cogs, apparently propelled by the power it generated. The Technomage offered to sell it to anyone who was willing to pay his astronomical fee. You didn't feel compelled to jump at his generous offer. All right, let's keep going. Let's go ask for the wizard. A tall, gaunt man introduced himself as Sean Vermillion. He said the wizard was waiting for you and offered you a complimentary drink. Single shot glass filled with a cold yellowish liquid sat on a tray. Vermillion looked at you expectantly. You down the glass, you push the tray back, telling him you'd rather save drinking. We're drinking. Vermillion led you through the dark corridors lined with colorful circus posters. Finally, you passed through a flap door and into complete darkness. I like flap door. It reminds me of trap door. Hopefully, it's not the same thing here. Vermillion was nowhere to be seen. You were trying to make out what might be in the dark room when a heavy thunk of machinery, a single spotlight appeared. A tall figure stood in it, wearing some sort of cloak. A sudden flash of light blinded you, the shock making you fall to the ground. When you opened your eyes, the room was brightly lit by floating orbs of cold blue light. A short, bald man wearing a long robe and strange eyeglasses stood above you. Sean Vermillion stood behind him. This man really likes making an entrance, that's for sure. He's the Wizard Algredo, and he claimed he had business with you. He told you to nod your head if you wanted a lengthy explanation or shake it if you wanted to cut to the chase. Let's give it to me straight. Gave you a half smile and said he knew who you were and who you were looking for, and that you should give up now. The wizard considered Hardin his property and said the man was currently detained where he belongs. Persons, on the other hand, the insane former Pinkerton was yours for the taking. However, in order to make him emerge from hiding, you need to collect at least 4 pieces of strange meteorite Persons was obsessed with. A queer fellow tapped you on the shoulder. He said something about recognizing a fellow connoisseur, then bit hard into your flesh. You pushed him away and he quickly retreated, tipping his hat. So I am now a vampire, I think. Okay. 9 of clubs. So now we're looking for meteorite pieces, and we also can still look for Hardin. All right. The Vacaro. This had once been a thriving town. Now it was reduced to a single bar. You went into the bar. The bar was populated by a seedy mix of farmers, cowboys, and lowlifes. Take a look at the shop real quick. Look at that pistol! It's got all the bullets. What it lacks for in accuracy, it makes up for in volume. That's a good pistol. Now I know I like the scoped rifle. There. We have one elephant rifle already. I think I might buy this. Piercing ammo. I'm just trying to look. We have a very defendable vest and no other equipment, so I'm going to buy this piercing ammo. Trade. It's a pretty good pickup. I'm really liking like scope rifle plus a pistol, because then you can do the scope shot and then you reload. It's I really appreciate the tip. That's been helping me along quite a bit. A local chapel used a piece of meteor as the main jewel adorning its communion chalice. Vicar Simon Sams, who the locals respectively called Bishop, refused to surrender the stone. We'll return later. I don't mind killing him, but I'm imagining all these meteorite pieces are going to be hard to get, to be fair. The stench of tanning liquids was smothering, but the tanner was rumored to possess a piece of the meteor, so you pressed on. When you told him you were looking for it, he shrugged. He had since used the piece in the tanning vat to speed up the reaction. Now, though, he'd found a reliable source of the tanning catalyst. It lay on the bottom of a vat of toxic materials. I'm so sorry, Chevio. It took a while, and when the stone was finally retrieved, your companion's hand was badly burned. Okay. The piece of meteor in your hand heated up, melted, and sank into your skin. You felt empowered, but if you wanted to collect these pieces to drive persons out of hiding, you had to avoid burning them up. What? What? I hate it. What happened? We lost the piece. Also, let's look at this burn. Minus 10 aim. Oh, yeah. Chevio is just straight up fucked. So I can't take the pieces until I have, like, a case to hold them in. Dr. Mason von Warner's wagon smelled very strongly of liquor. No, it must have been antiseptic. The doctor looked at you absent-mindedly through his greasy glasses. He may have been drunk and high on opium, but he was the only medic in the area. The doctor assured you he was an expert on healing, on human anatomy. His expertise wasn't cheap, but he was confident he could help you. Okay, I wish I hadn't spent all my money, but if we get 50 bucks, we're coming back. Go to the Orchid House. I don't know where we could find a little... Okay. You know anything about the meteorite pieces? When you made your unusual demand, Juha Ackerman, the merchant, looked agitated. He considered the rock a lucky charm and was unwilling to give it up. If he did, he would charge you more for the rest of his goods to make up for the loss. Can I take the pieces now? I'm very unsure. I guess let's try taking this piece and... Oops. Well, let's see if he has anything we want. It doesn't look like he has anything we want. He handed the meteorite and reminded you that he would mark up his prices. Burning it up would give you extra power, but keeping it would help you recruit another companion. That's cool, but I think I'm gonna hold on to it. I think having more people and more actions per turn is good. You arrived in an area dominated by sinkholes and mud pits. It served as a graveyard of sorts. Allowing coffins to simply sink into the bog was highly economical. Your reflections were interrupted by the sight of a tall figure pacing back and forth across the necropolis. In the morning mist of the surreal landscape, he looked like an apparition. Dressed all in black and carrying a shovel, he looked as though he must be an undertaker. The man's polite greeting turned out to be excitement as he realized who you were. His name was Shane Carter Holmes, and he recognized you from your hunt for the masked man. Between coffins and funeral services, your one-man slaughterhouse routine, as he called it, had made him a pretty penny. He'd been looking for you for weeks to express his thanks. He handed a bunch of useful items, including a meteor piece. Okay. I'm going to keep it. If there's more than 4 pieces, I'll definitely absorb the rest of them, but... Okay. Let's look over here. We got a ton of stuff now. Is there anything we can sell? This pistol's insane. Holy shit. It also only has 1 ammo. We're going to be reloading a lot. For box. I like the medical bags. Maybe the noise bomb. We can only carry so many of these into battle. I'm trying to get up to 50, right? Oh, I have 50. Let's go. We'll go heal him up in a second. We arrived at a well-maintained farm composed of several large bungalows. Emma Bye-Bye's debaucherous establishment was known for its security. The place was guarded by the same woman who worked with the clients. Only a fool would cross them. Let's go to the bar. The bar was about as busy as the private rooms, with the women working both as bouncers and waitresses. You noticed some Vacaros sitting around a table. If you were picking fights, then fellows could be a heap of trouble. Apart from them, though, it was mainly old ranchers gambling and sipping booze. Oh no. We'll ask about Hardin, but this might be a bad idea. When the girl made a face, you knew you'd hit the jackpot. She pointed to a building across the farm. Hardin was there, she said, detained on orders from the wizard himself, which no one could figure since Hardin had been the wizard's lieutenant for years. She pulled you in close and said she thought it was because Hardin was a diseased husk of a man, no longer fit for any real job. She said if you wanted to see him, you should talk to Madame Bye-Bye. Her breath hot on your neck, she asked what you wanted next. Oh. I see. We're gonna have a fight. Let's talk to Bye-Bye, and then I'd like to go get the meteor pieces before this, but we'll see. Let you through the door and followed close behind. The room was adorned with papier-mâché decorations and china. In the center of the room, like a dare, stood a massive safe cabinet. You heard someone clear her throat and turned to see Emma Bye-Bye, looking at you disapprovingly. She looked at her assistant and the two started giggling, then burst out laughing. You were tempted to shut their mouth with a gun. Seeing your consternation, Bye-Bye explained she only did business with important people. Madam said that hardly compared to being trusted ally of the wizard, the leader of a feared and respected organization. She looked at you dispassionately as she lit a cigarette on a long, slender filter. She asked why you were interested in a worthless son of a motherless goat like Hardin. She inquired as to whether you ran a charity for cripples and hobos. Oh, no. Struggling with your temper, you only managed a no. Emma Bye-Bye laughed disdainfully. She asked her assistant to buy you a drink, then escort you from the premises. I don't know what this would do. I really want to go heal Chevio. Okay. You were back at the brothel's lobby. We'll be back. We'll be back. Let's go to this quack wagon. Is that what it's called? Let's go. It's probably gonna fuck him up even more, but I think it's worth a shot. Chevio. How healed. Oh, let's go. 2 injuries removed at once. That's a deal right there. All right. We got 2 more. We know where one of the meteorite pieces are. I might have to kill a priest. Told you of a wandering healer with unique skills. Who could help him? He said it was your choice. The wound was not critical and healing would not be free. He described the ritual. The shaman would make a preparation from a rare cactus that induced a trance state. During the ceremony, he would banish evil spirits from the body of the initiates, improving their health. He also said you probably had some demons of your own. Proposed you join the ritual as well. I think we're good now. I don't know if that was to heal him for cheaper, but whatever. I like spending all my money. You came across a prospecting site where groups of slaves toiled in narrow, coffin-sized holes in the ground, hauling silver from beneath the earth. It was doubtful these mines were sanctioned by the authorities. Rumor had it Mr. Breck, one of the proprietors, had a collection of precious stones. Let's threaten him. We're not getting any more money. You had to kill him. They put up a fight and wounded one of your companions, but in the end, you retrieved the stone. Okay. You decide to keep it. And then we go to church. Time to go to church. He got shredded hand. Shoot him in the face. He never stood a chance. You claimed the piece, but as you touched it, you began coughing badly. You saw one of the wizard's operatives approaching from the opposite direction. It was Miguel El Hermoso Ochoa, a fierce bounty hunter. He said if you had enough meteor pieces, he would lead you to persons. Ochoa was furious. The wizard had told you to get the pieces intact. He drew on you, but your companions were alert and on guard. Ochoa fell dead, riddled with bullets. Did I just click something? I gotta pay more attention. I thought there was only one option. Okay, well, we got the instructions. Let's go to the... Oh no, the shaman's gone. I was gonna say let's go try and heal now. Continue searching for meteor pieces to absorb. Okay, so we can get more. That's pretty cool. Attack Lookout Hill to extract the persons. I don't know. Oh, that's the Fate Trader. Pass the time. Brothel. Okay, we got a lot of options now. Oh, help me track the Cougar. He quickly found the trail. A couple hours later, you had the Cougar. It looked extraordinary. Sorry, it looked ordinary, except for an unusual pattern on its face and a necklace with a piece of rock tied to it. Let's let Chevio do the talking. He slowly approached the Cougar, chanting a song in their language. It was a tense scene. You expected Chevio to be ripped apart any second. Slowly but surely, however, he approached and held out his hand to the Cougar, who relinquished the stone without objection. Meteor absorbed! Let's go! Cougar said meteor. Okay. I think we go to persons first. I hope this doesn't make us not able to go to the brothel, but I want to get persons, and then we can go get Harden with all of them. So let's initiate this. The old fort offered strong defensive positions to whoever managed to get there first. Knowing you'd come for persons, the wizard had set up an ambush for his best men. You had deduced his scheme, however. Now you just had to decide if you wanted to attack now or let them stew a while. Let's attack. Okay, we got some setting up to do. So I think I like scoped rifle and then maybe one-armed bandit. Got a good sight. He's got good swiftness. -2 movement, though. And then I was thinking about giving him the piercing ammo. Just like super OP in general. I like it. I like it. Where'd it go? No, really, where'd it go? Piercing ammo. Drop a medical bag in here. Maybe a stun bomb. Facilitates movement and aim. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Then we go over here. He already has the rifle. The pepper box is fine, I think. Basically the same. You know, I'm going to give him the 6-shooter. And here's why. This is -5 aim. And 99% of the time, they're behind cover anyways. I think this is the right choice. We can give him the bulletproof vest so he doesn't die immediately. And we could always throw another medical bag, or I guess the vitality elixir. But I'll take a noise bomb. Minus 10 aim, minus 1 max HP. Okay. We'll try and heal them up again as well. Can I unequip that? I can. Okay. Shadow Salve. Regenerate when not in direct sunlight. Very powerful in nightmares. Well, I do like him having that. Eat human flesh to gain strength and restore health. There you go. If hit, target enemy will suffer greatly after walking 5 steps. They both have 100 luck. Okay. It wasn't showing up that he had it here. Bolster your perimeters when surrounding an enemy. When surrounded by enemies, okay. Kill an enemy to get a chance to kill another and another. Plus 2 movement. So his movement's 19. That's insane. We'll give that to him. 17 is also really good. Plus 1 HP, plus 2 defense, plus 10 luck. I would like to give that to this guy. Oh, and now he's fucking 21 movement, and he's back up to 8 HP. That I think 8 is a good spot. We don't want him to be at a low amount because they can get 1 shot then, and that's not good. You find the best guns in the world on dead enemies, but then you tend to lose them. So do I want 10 defense or sorry, 10 luck or 2 defense? I don't know what defense does. We'll go with defense. Yeah, because that gives me the movement. Yeah, 23. Ooh. All right, we're proceeding to combat. This is looking pretty good. We got a nice two hand bonuses.
Even the wizard's best men couldn't stop
Oh, you know it. This is the fort.
Stealing the opium stash would add insult to injury.
Opium. That might be a way for us to make some money. They're over here. All right, that shouldn't be too bad. We're planning to kill everybody anyways. But I think this is a good place to call it a day. I know we didn't do a lot of combat today, but we've accomplished quite a bit. So thank you for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, leave a like, a comment, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Hard West.